Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Angela, and it's been a long day, long Monday already, and it's getting ready to rain soon. So I'm gonna do this video quick. I don't want to do outside because it was nice. Now it's getting kind of breezy. But I got a deck in the mail today. I was kind of excited when I got home, and this deck was waiting on me. But if you can't tell, it's by Uzi. And I've seen this deck many, many times since I started my spiritual journey or my tarot journey in April 2019. Never paid attention to it. And then 2021 hit, and all of a sudden it was like, buy me, buy me, buy me. So I bit the bullet and bought the deck. And it is the Pagan Otherworlds tarot. Everybody's got this. It's so beautiful, and it's raised up. It's beautiful. I'm going to try to brighten this up just a little here. And it's got this cool seal on it. And as everybody else has done, I'm going to open mine from the bottom so I don't mess up the seal. And look, it comes right open. Look how beautiful that is inside. Beautiful. But I'm excited. This year has been more about me, I think, getting like more serious decks. And I think this is a more serious deck. It is a more Pippish style deck. The cards are all trying to fall, and I had some come out that didn't want to come out. Okay. We're having technical difficulties. I apologize. Oh my gosh, and they're falling now. They're very slidey. Okay, so that's backwards. So, yeah, we're just going to get into them. These are the backs. It's the same as the box. They're not raised or anything, but that is some quality cardstock. It's amazing. So here we have an extra card. It's the Seeker. That is beautiful. And I don't know why all of a sudden it's just like this deck has been calling me. And then here's some more moon phase cards. Really pretty. So that was moon phases. And I'm going to set these over in the box here because it's a little windy. So here we have... So here we have the Fool. And I just love this pagan-y feel, ancient feel to this deck. And that could be why I all of a sudden need it in my life. The Magician. I didn't get the book just because I don't. Empress. Beautiful. And I may at a later date. I don't really read the books. The Emperor. The cards are just flying everywhere. Hold on. They're flying everywhere. Oh, that was the Emperor. Oh my gosh, did I not do it right? That was the High Priestess. Sorry. High Priestess. And then we have the Empress. And the Emperor. I love him. I've seen so many walkthroughs of this deck, and it does not do it justice. The Hierophant. The Lovers. I love this Adam and Eve feel to it. There's a snake. They're just sliding everywhere. Oh my gosh. They're literally sliding. So it is a slidey deck, I will say. Oh my goodness. The Chariot. Beautiful. The Strength card. I love any cards that depict something other than normal, what you would see in Rider-Waite-Smith, and I love that there's a bear in that. Gorgeous. And it just keeps getting darker and darker. Is it me? The Hermit. Beautiful. This Wheel of Fortune is gorgeous as well. I Love this Justice card. The Hangman. I love this Death card. And one of my first ever readings, Temperance, I ever did before I even started my spiritual journey. Well, it was right at the beginning. The Devil. I like how he's got heads. He's carrying people's heads with him. It's different. This tower is beautiful. It may be my favorite tower. Well, second favorite. The Star. This moon is gorgeous too. But one of my first, when I first started my spiritual journey, I went to, shortly after I first meditated, and my grandmother came to see me, and a Native American came to see me, and some other stuff happened, and I was like, this is crazy. I actually had a reading done, a past life reading, which I didn't believe in them at the time. The Sun and Judgment, and the world is beautiful. Okay, now we move on to the Pips. But she said that I was a witch in a past life, that I liked to live in the woods, that I was very much a hermit. I liked to mix up potions, and I was very pagan-y. And Ace of Pentacles, beautiful. And I just thought that was interesting. Two of Pentacles, because I'm very much a hermit now. I'm not so much into the making of potions and things like that. I am a medium. I'm just very new at it. Three of Pentacles. And I like how they have the some scenes in it. So this will be a good, very good transition into Pip decks. Four of Pentacles. I love this five. It's very bleak and very cold, and that's what I see in the Five of Pentacles. This is the Five of Cups. Either way, it's dark. It's cold. Six. Look at the butterflies. It's beautiful. This transition from this darker, more barren landscape to this spring-like card is beautiful. Seven of Pentacles. Eight. It's almost like he's waving the tree. It's cool. The nine, and you get the little bird at the top. That's gorgeous. That's a nod to the Rider-Waite-Smith. So, yeah, this is very Rider-Waite-Smith. 10. And there's no people, just the doggies. I love it. And then the house and the castle in the background. And we have the Page. The Knight. Oh, this Queen is gorgeous. And the King. Love that. And then it goes backwards from the Wands. So we have the King of Wands. I love that he's got a lion in there. And he's like tamed it. He's like carrying it around on a... he's literally holding a strand of the lion's hair like, you're going to do what I want. That's awesome. Ooh, and this Queen is beautiful as well. I love any card with a sunflower in it. Gorgeous. And this cardstock is fan-flipping-tastic. Knight of Wands. Beautiful stag there. He's on instead of a horse. Page. We have the 10. 9. 8. 7, 6, 5, and I like there's little tents there. There's like your camp and my camp. The red camp and the green camp. 5 of wands. Oh, that was, wait. Yeah, that's the 5. That's the 4. Sorry, that was the 5. I thought that was the 6. I'm all confused. 6. And then the 5 was, makes sense. Your camp, my camp. 2 different conflicting camps. 4. This is a terrible video. 3. I love the ship there. Ships come in. And again, it's red and green. Can't really tell there, but they're red and green ships. And then the 2. I love these little mountains, ranges back here. It's beautiful. And then the Ace of Wands. Almost seems like it's a cloud. It almost seems like an eye in the video. Weird. We have the Ace of Cups. Gorgeous. I love the flower in the middle of that. 2 of Cups. 3 of Cups. 4 of Cups. And I wasn't going to get this for the longest because it was a pip deck. And then this year hit, and it's just like, it's almost like this spirit or the universe is saying, do what makes you uncomfortable. 4 of Cups, that's beautiful. There's my house right there. With my little cow. Or, looks like a cow to me. And I love the little grass and wildflowers in the cups. 7. I like how they're floating above the choices instead of in the cups. And look, he's got his hand down there with the sword. 8 of Cups. This 9 is cute. Look at the little froggy. Oh. He's probably looking up at the sky going, why are there cups in the sky? And the 10. Beautiful. Just got the maypole there. Very beautiful. And we have the Page. The Knight. This Queen is beautiful too. Queen. And the King. I love the little ship sailing away there. And it goes reverse on the aces, or the wands, or swords too. So here we have the King of Swords. I love that he's wearing the bear. He's wearing the bear, and then there's like a little butterfly. Cool. This Queen, all the queens are awesome. Look at that Queen. Gorgeous. Knight. And the Page of Swords. We have the 10. I like the vines and stuff in that. The skull. 9. Look at the swan chained. He's literally chained. This gives me so much feels right now. He's chained to these ideas, these nightmares. They've got him held captive. The 8 of Swords. Typically my favorite card in any deck. This one doesn't feel so bad. 7. The 6, and I love that it's an empty boat. And there's the rough waters here, and then it's calm here. It's almost like they've made it to where they're going, and they've left the boat. I like the people in the boat, but I like also the concept that the boat is empty because they've already made it to the other side. They've already made it to calmer waters, and they've left the boat. And from what I've seen, I've watched so many walkthroughs of this deck. It's a 5 of swords. And the 4, look at that little hut down there. Cute. And the 3, I love this guy in that. And the 2, and the ace. The aces are quite beautiful in this as well. Quite beautiful. So that's my Pagan Otherworlds. But what was I going to say? Let's see how it shuffles. Seems to be a little bit bigger than a normal tarot size. Yeah, because I can barely get my hands around it. Shuffles fantastic. It is very slidey though. I don't remember what I was going to say. I'm going to see how Ripple shuffles real quick. It does, but it doesn't. So probably won't be Ripple shuffling for a while. Until it gets a little bit more unstiff. Let's pull a card and see what we get. What do you have to teach me, Pagan Otherworlds? Why was I drawn to you at this time? Queen of Cups. Wow. So, it's been a day. It's been one of those days that you realize people say leave the past in the past. And I'm here to tell you, if you leave the past in the past and not deal with it, it will come back and bite you in the butt. Hardcore. I've dealt with my past. I've grown from it. However, I am reminded ever so often that the past is what defines who we are now. The past is not something that, if you let it destroy you, it will. The past is something that you learn from, you grow from, and you move forward with the knowledge of what you learned from the past. It doesn't have to define. It doesn't have to define you. It can define you, but part of my past is learning very early on in life to shut down everything emotional. I was raised in an abusive home. I had a lot of, from a very early age, a very succinctly learned very early, very, very early, to not show emotion, to not cry, to hold everything in because it's only going to be used against you. And since I've started my spiritual journey, which is June of 2018, I've been getting this clear as day message, because it is a daily struggle for me to show any kind of emotion, to not get overwhelmed with the emotions I feel, because sometimes the emotions I do feel come out in toxic ways. I get very angry very easily because of the trauma I endured as a child. I learned to shut everything down. So I'm still learning at 44 to open my heart back up, to learn to feel things and let them go. And since I started my spiritual journey, that's what this has been about, is learning to let go, feel it, and let it go. And every now and then it crops up, and I was very proud of myself today because I had another thing crop up from my past. I call it the another layer of the onion that was my youth being pulled back, and another layer being revealed to me that I'm just like, how am I still alive, first of all? Second of all, this is the first time it didn't literally break me down into a puddle of mush, and just hysterics. I was like, cool, and just moved on from it. So I think this spiritual journey is helping me to learn to be the person I was meant to be this loving, caring, and I am a loving, caring, kind person. I've been told I can be very cold at times, but I think it's more the logical side because I am more of the King of Swords. Um, I'm very logical in my thinking. I'm like, well, if this, and this, and this doesn't happen, why are you getting upset about this? I'm very logical when it comes to emotions, and I'm learning you can't do that. You have to feel them. You have to immerse yourself in the emotions that you feel, and then learn to let them go. If they're negative, then let them go. And so I find it quite fitting that this deck I've seen this deck since I started my spiritual journey back in June of 2018. I didn't actually start my tarot journey until April of 2019. And I find it quite fitting that this is the year. And I'm actually in my chariot year this year, which to me is a huge cycle of change because I'm back in my soul card year. Um, and I'm learning all kinds of things about the chariot that I never really thought about because I never really resonated with the chariot card. And I've said in my 31 Days of Tarot, Anthony's 31 Days of Tarot, that I feel the decks that are calling me this year are decks that are wanting me to dive deeper. Like we've had this, you skim the surface with tarot, with spirituality, with everything in 2018 and 2019 and 2020. Now you've been doing this for a while. You need to immerse yourself deeper, pull back another layer, if you will, and dive even deeper. And I think and I'm saying that's why I've been drawn to the Pagan Otherworlds this year, because it's another one of those decks that's going to be like, I'm either going to kick your ass or you're going to learn from me kind of deal. And I feel like that is appropriate card to pull when I asked this card or this deck, what are you here to teach me? What do I have to learn from you? And it's all about emotions. And I love that. Love it. So that is what I got. That is my newest deck, the Pagan Otherworlds. Considering that I just pulled that, I'm already loving it. Already connecting with it. It's gonna be amazing deck, and I didn't think I would. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, don't hesitate to comment below. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more, please subscribe, and don't forget to hit that notification button so you're alerted to any future videos. And you guys have a great night. Bye.